we are almost done. Welcome to the final season of The Little Issues. This story contains mature themes and strong language throughout. Episode 7, No Love. Oof. As the days of research on the pregnancy began and continued on, I realized how much Jesse cared about me. Aw, that's cute. I didn't feel like it was love, but he definitely cared. Oh, okay. I see where this is going. The slight touch of a hand on the comforting nights didn't feel how I would have expected them to by this point. I thought I would have felt more. Jesse was interested in me for sure. I knew he fancied me, and I knew I fancied him. Did I think we were going to fall madly deep in love? So I guess maybe at the end they'll just say that nothing is ever enough for Blaze? No, I don't know. I didn't know. Is that where this is going? What's up today, pretty? I have a lot on my mind. I'd prefer it if you didn't call me pretty. All that was running around my head was if I was doing the right thing by myself and Jesse. We were both stuck in a situation where children really shouldn't be an option. Oh, she's gonna have an abortion? I didn't feel as if I was doing the right thing. I hardly felt healthy, let alone happy to carry my second child. Okay, I'm sorry. I just care. I know you care, EJ, and I'm thankful. I'm just going through a lot. It's too hard to explain. If you ever need to talk about anything, I'm here. We all going through a similar thing. We be there for each other. Thanks. Blaze, I think we should go and talk in the office. Some information has reached me, and I believe it needs to be discussed. Shit. Now? Yes, please. She knows. It's policy. Maddie would have to have told her. This is rehab, not a fucking detention center. But, yeah, they should have, with her history, they should have just put her next to, girls, women. Danny, you need to talk to her about this. If she really is having your baby, you're going to have to be there, aren't you? I know that. I'm just freaked out, alright? The longer you leave it, the harder it will get. You're smart, man. Don't fuck this up. I love my little girl. Having a baby has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. Maybe this will be the best thing to happen to you. As stubborn as Danny was, he knew his tune was right. He knew that deep down, a baby, a family of his own, is what he wanted, even needed. They're so young. And, I can't believe all of the characters in this are so young, but they just keep... They're like college-age kids. They're all having babies and starting families. Can you drop me off, yeah? Of course. So, Ness, what's this about exactly? Maddie came to me and mentioned you're pregnant. Is this true? Well, everything just came falling down at once, didn't it? Lying would get me nowhere. That's why I had to be honest. Yes, I am, Ness. I'm sorry if I have disappointed you in any way. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Of course. Have you had sexual intercourse with one of your visitors, friends from home, and so on? No, none of them. Did you have intercourse with Bill in the previous rehabilitation center you were in? No, look, none of those men are the father. Please, I don't understand. If you have slept with any housemates or visitors, I will have to send you home. I cannot approve of this. I don't believe that's your business. If you don't approve of my pregnancy, I suppose you keep your nose out of it. I will leave happily. Please, I'm not kicking you out. Okay, stop asking questions then. Please, in order to help you with your recovery, I need to know the information. I'm not telling you. That's final. Okay, that's fine. I may need for you to meet with Maddie later tonight to run some further checks. As the drugs did some damage to your body, we need to make sure you're okay to have a child. Wait, you let me stay? Of course, but some details may jeopardize your place with us. I'm sorry. I took in a deep breath. I knew there would be punishments to my foolishness. I had prepared myself for the worst, as always. That's fine, I understand. Meet me on the balcony. I don't think we should talk out here. Why, what's... Okay, I'm going. Look, man, just go in there and say how you feel. You don't need to hide your feelings anymore, for fuck's sake. You are an adult, you know? Thanks, man. I just need to get some balls. That's true in 2 ways. Fuck you, man. Let me know how it goes. Danny entered Tiana's apartment, which always comforted him in a way he didn't understand. Everything was neat and tidy, organized and clean. It always smelled of fresh fruit and air freshener combined. They're cute. Hey, T, sorry I let myself in. Don't be sorry. Help yourself to anything. Danny found himself in a deep predicament. He didn't know what to say, nor do. It took him a few minutes to open his mouth and say what's on his mind. I think we should talk. No, it's fine. I know what you're going to say, and it doesn't need to be said. I think it does. Tiana? No, you don't want us to become a thing. I accepted that the day you walked out of my bedroom at my parents'. It's Blaze again, isn't it? That was the moment that all of the pieces came together for Danny. He finally knew what he wanted. Good. He knew the words he had to say. He knew what he had to do. Before you say anything, I need you to listen to me. I have always been drawn to you, your body, your personality. You've always been the sweetheart I needed. Without a doubt, I have known that you have been just different, in a good way. Yes. You are gentle, you're calm, you're funny, you're sweet. Blaze has always been a part of my teenage years. She has and will always be a part of me. I thought I needed her. I thought I wanted her even after all of these years and her failed engagement to Boo. But no. Now I know what I want, and that's stability. Yes. Perfection. Aww. Danny held Tiana's arm and turned it to face him. I want you, okay? I love you. Do you love me? Yes, I do. The two stared at each other with a sentimental smile. And I will do everything I can for us, our baby. Tiana, I know you're pregnant. Wait, what? Danny, I'm not pregnant? Then whose pregnancy test was that? Pretty damn sure it was positive, and it was in your bathroom, so... I'm sorry I didn't tell you. A few weeks ago, I received an email from a New York lawyer. It was something about adoption. After exchanging emails, I found out the person on the other end, behind the lawyers, was a guy who turns out to be my brother. Me and my parents met up with him, and he's amazing. We did DNA, and he's 100% my brother. Tiana, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. Thank you. But yeah, he visited with his girlfriend a few nights ago. His girlfriend asked me while he had his back turned if she could do a test in my bathroom. Before I knew it, it was positive, and I guess she forgot to take it back with her. I so thought it was yours. Oh, Lord. I'm definitely not pregnant, Danny. This doesn't change anything between us, right? Is it bad that I feel a bit disappointed. I mentally prepared myself a lot. No, it's natural, but don't worry. Instead, we will have to see where the next few nights take us. I'll be up for that. So, they know? Yep, they asked me all of the questions. Who's the father? When? How did Ness react? She seemed pissed, that's for sure. The upside is, I'm not getting kicked out. That's brilliant. I was pretty much more worried about that, yo. I had to get some checks this evening with Maddie, though. They're worried my insides aren't so good due to the drugs. But your foreman's clean? That's besides the point. I can still be poorly on the inside regardless of how clean I am. I never feel well, Jesse. I feel like shit all the time. This baby really isn't a good idea, is it? I felt so horrible to say it and so sick to admit it, but the baby wasn't a good idea. I already had one son I had failed. What if I were to fail this one too? All I wanted is to be healthy and that. I wasn't. It really isn't. Blaze, you have a visitor. I'll see you in a little while. All right, yo. Sorry for the sudden visit. Don't sweat it. It's nice to see a loyal face. How are you? I'm great, actually. I have something to tell you. Okay, Happy. What's up? I found my biological family. No way? They're amazing, Blaze. I even have a little sister. Hunter, I'm so happy for you. This is amazing. Come on, give me the details. What are they all like? Well, my little sister is the same age as you. Her name is Tiana. Oh, okay. My dad is called Greg and my mom is called Evie. They sound lovely, Hunter. That's when it hit me. Tiana. Tiana is your sister? You know her? Does she have a boyfriend / close guy friend? What's her job? Well, I don't know about any boyfriends, but I know she's a tattooist down at Roscoe's parlor. Yay. That's Danny's kind of girlfriend. Danny is your old boy toy, right? You didn't need to put it like that. Sorry. This is so great, man. I can't believe everyone is so linked up. Later that evening, after dinner, Jesse and I were stressed. Really stressed. He snuck into my room and the pair of us just laid peacefully on the bed for a while. It was our normal, comforting routine. After a while of talking, cuddling, trying to feel something for one another, we began to get it on. We couldn't help ourselves. The pair of us were seeking as hard as we could to feel some sort of connection. It faded from the first time we did things. The spark I felt was now bleh. Nothing is ever good for Miss Blaze. Midway through the deed, my door opened. Room checks. Jesse and I were caught red-handed in the act and couldn't do nothing about it. I felt as if I were 15 again, caught by Bailey in bed with Bronson. Except this time, there was real consequences. Were real consequences. They had no option but to remove one of us from the rehabilitation program. The discussion wasn't easy. The scolding from the staff was rude, but definitely needed. We came to a decision that I would discharge myself tomorrow morning. Jesse needed the program more than I did. I knew how to survive. Oof. Jesse, I don't know how this is going to work. Neither do I. I mean, this is way too much, isn't it? I don't think, as much as I wanted to say it out loud, I couldn't. I felt as if my words were choking me completely. I don't want to break another heart. I don't think I can fall in love with you, Blaze. Although those words slightly stung, he said it for me. After Rocky's mom died, everything spiraled downhill for me. I've never been close to someone since her, apart from you. I understand. Although I love you in some friendship-like way, I cannot see this getting deeper because... Jesse's eyes began to fill with tears. I could see him holding back his words because he was afraid to let it all out. You don't have to say it. It's on, Jesse. He bowed his head into my chest as he cried and cried. He felt guilty to feel close to me. You still love her, and that's okay with me. Shush, it's okay. I just didn't want to hurt you. You've been to hell and back. They call me Satan for a reason. Jesse slightly chuckled through his tears. I was happy I could make one person laugh. You haven't hurt me, Jesse. I feel the same. There's some part of Boo left in my heart, and I know there shouldn't be, but there is. You're like my best friend. For us to bring up a baby, it isn't right. You're right, yo. You're right. We don't have to make any decisions right now. All I know is that I have to leave tomorrow morning. I'm sorry, Blaze. I'm so sorry I've done this to you. I took the blame for a reason, Jesse. I'll be better off out there, as unbelievable as that sounds. I believe you can make amends. I know you can. Thank you. I know you can do too. You don't need to think about love or relationships right now. Focus on yourself and Rocky, Jesse. He needs you just like my Dalton needs me. I know usually this shit never works, but I would love to remain friends with you. Really. I'd love to remain friends with you too. I mean it, and we will. End of episode 7. No love. That was a short episode. Warning. The next episode is the final episode of The Little Issues. Get your boxes of tissues ready. They will all die. To be continued.